Hi my foodies, welcome to my channel. Happy Diwali and Happy New Year to everyone who's celebrating across the world. Today, I'm making chocolate double layer barfi. You can call this sweet as 2-layered chocolate barfi or milk chocolate barfi also. I will be making this barfi without mawa or khoya. This kind of recipe can be very useful if you're new to making sweets or want to impress your family, friends, or just want to try something quick and easy or last minute fix during festivities. Let's take a look at the ingredients now. 1 cup of full fat milk or whole milk. I prefer this kind of milk more than the semi-skimmed milk or skimmed milk or low fat milk for mithais. Sugar. Ghee 2 tablespoons. Now this ghee can be homemade ghee or the ready-made ghee that you get. 1 cup of malai or double cream, whichever is available. 1 cup of milk powder. Do not use milk whitener, but I recommend only milk powder. And the last item, cocoa powder. Because we're making chocolate barfi, we will need about 1.5 tablespoons of chocolate or cocoa powder. Now in a pan, let's first add about half a cup of milk. Use these measurements only to get the right consistency of the barfi. All of the cooking has to be done on low to medium flame only. Once the milk has heated up a little bit, add about 3/4 cup of sugar. This is more of granulated sugar. If you have whole sugar or bigger grains, then you use even less than this, but you can adjust your sweetness as per your likes. We add this much sugar and allow the sugar to dissolve in the milk. Here I've added 1 cup of malai. Ensure we mix the malai well in the milk and the sugar and it dissolves. Now I've added 2 tablespoons of ghee. You will have to continuously stir this until the ghee and the malai is completely dissolved. All of this should be done on very low flame. Now let's add the milk powder. This is about 2 cups of milk powder. Stir this in, mix in well, slowly and steadily. Again on low flame only. You will have to continuously do this until the entire milk powder has completely dissolved into the milk, the ghee and the malai and the sugar. You will have to be very patient on this one, because once it dissolves, you will realize that it's become all liquidy. But once you keep stirring and cook this, it'll then become, you can make balls out of it or you can make mithai. I will show this to you. You have to be patient with this, as it might take about 10 to 15 minutes, but continuously keep stirring so that it doesn't stick at the bottom. Please do this on low to medium flame only. As you can see, this has now become a little thick. This will soon become even more thicker. You can now see that this is now solidified and is good for the next step. What we will do is we will take half of this milk batter that we've made and we will set aside for our milk side of the barfi, and the remaining half we will add cocoa powder. Now in this remaining half that we have, let's add about 1.5 tablespoons of cocoa powder. This is unsweetened cocoa powder because we've added sugar earlier. Let's mix this together just to form that dark chocolatey base. Mix it well so that the entire chocolate is mixed through your milk Barfi base and there is no whites that are peeking through. To see how chocolatey it is. Now let's take a cake tin and line this. First let's grease this. Now let's line our parchment paper on this very tin. Once you've done that, let's add our milk base on the tin, the one that you had kept aside. It's best if you do with a silicone spatula. It helps with the grip. Now once you've lined this, we will add the chocolate base on top of it. Now we will cool this down for some time. Now refrigerate this for about 30 minutes to 1 hour so that it solidifies, and then we can cut this into pieces. This is now well rested and refrigerated for about 30 minutes to 1 hour. And now we will remove this parchment paper from this baking tray so that we can cut this into pieces. Let's cut this now. Let's make this pretty now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off these layers as well and just make them into cubes. How nicely and evenly. Now we'll put this in a plate and make it look pretty.
So here it is, rich and yummy double layer chocolate barfi without mawa or khoya, made within minutes. Now let me tell you, I have tried this recipe 3 times already and I can't have enough of it. My family also loved it and I will definitely make it once again. So do try this recipe and let me know how much you loved eating and all the compliments you received. Before you go, like, share and subscribe to my channel for more such interesting and easy recipes, as food is what brings us together.